Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody out there, and happy Saturday. Oh, I got those little rings in my eyes. I'll just get myself situated and settled while everybody comes in. Yeah, happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday, grand rising to you, Chevron. G. Chevron. Winston-Salem is in the house. First in the house today. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Just letting everybody load in. I want to talk to you. I hope you started your prosperity journal from yesterday. Good morning, Antigua. I love Antigua. Good morning to you. Wow, I look beautiful. Thank you. Good morning to Columbus, Ohio, Buffalo, New York. Good morning. Good morning. I started my prosperity journal yesterday. I don't know if you went and got your prosperity game, but I did. I started mine yesterday. If you didn't get it, we're going to put the link in the thread this morning so that you can go and get your prosperity game. Good morning, Mr. Rodney. Paula D. Phillips. So I spent my amount of money. I'm telling you, if you want to know about your relationship with money, you really want to do this prosperity and mind treatment, because it's going to tell you really where you are with money, your thoughts about money. It doesn't mean you don't have to have money issues or anything, but it's really going to tell you about your relationship with money. The other thing that I do is when I finish writing every day, after I do my mind treatment that you get, after I spend my money, I just sit a few minutes to see, okay, how does that feel? And what am I thinking and what am I feeling, okay? So it's really a good thing. We'll put the link in the top of the thread, and then you can go get it. Good morning from Groton, Connecticut. Sicklerville, you're in. Richard from Saskatoon. Where's that, baby? South Carolina. Brooklyn's in the house. ATL, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. Happy Saturday. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Vonnie. How you doing? Absolute pleasure. Yes, it is. Good morning from Covington, Georgia. Good morning from Jamaica. Is that Jamaica, Queens, or Jamaica? Portsmouth. Ooh, that's near Smithfield, which is where my people are from. Charlotte, North Carolina. Auburndale, Florida. Okay, Winston-Salem's in the house. Good. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Wow, you up early this morning. Morning, Austin. Everybody's loading in. Athens, Greece. Wow. Deep bow to you this morning. Deep bow to you. Hey, Brooklyn, I know you're here. So, as everybody loads in, we want to get started. And as always, I say great, great, great and grand rising to you. Hello, sunshine. Welcome to this sacred space, this global connection, our daily antiviral message, living beyond the virus. And this is day 25. I want to not only call out my cities, Upper Marlboro. Hey, I know where you are. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Trinidad and Tobago's in the house. Wow, we got a lot of the Caribbean today. Antigua, Trinidad. Good morning. Durham, North Carolina. Kansas City in the house. San Antonio, Texas. Yes. Who else is in the house? Okay, so we're loading in. Wow, Brooklyn's really here today. Wisconsin. Now, you know what? It's a trick, because I woke up this morning so excited because I saw the sun. It's freezing out there. What is going on? Who do I need to call? I need to call somebody, because this is terrible. I'm freezing. I have my little flip-flops on. Almost froze to death. Hey, Jersey. Good to see you. Morning, Harlem. Morning. Good to see you. So this morning, this is a beautiful day, right, Milwaukee? I want to welcome all the grandmothers and grandfathers. Yeah. I want to welcome all the aunties and the uncles. I want to welcome all the godmothers and godfathers. I want to welcome all the adoptive mothers and adoptive fathers, foster mothers. Hey, Miami and foster fathers. We are welcoming extended family today. Yeah. We are welcoming the village today, everybody. And if you're new to the thread, welcome to this gathering. You are so welcome here. Wherever you live, wherever you are at this time, you're welcome here. So we're glad that you're in the space with us this morning. Yeah, Boston, welcome. You know, we come here each day. We gather here each day, each morning during this time of renewal and reset. We get a reading, an inspirational reading, an affirmation, something for the children and something for the big people. And then we close with a inspirational reading or prayer. We gather here to connect and to share and to heal worldwide. This is for the new people, you know, people who are just coming in. This is a worldwide village, a worldwide community, and really a family. Yeah. So I was talking about my prosperity journal. I started it. If you didn't get your prosperity game, please, we'll put the link at the top of the thread. You can get it. And don't forget, when you're doing it, after you spend your money for the day, write down how that felt. Write down what you're thinking. Hey, El Paso, Nebraska. Write it down so you can really get in touch with your relationship with money. Write your thoughts, write your feelings, write what's going on. Chi-Town, St. Louis, go get your prosperity game. And I'm telling you, this process is going to get you real clear about your relationship with money, abundance, prosperity, and wealth, okay? It's also going to get you clear about scarcity and lack in your consciousness. It's going to get you clear about your money story and your money fears. So it's a 40-day process. You know, it takes 41 days to install a new habit. So the 41st day is optional, but I would encourage you to do it for the 41 days. That's the prosperity game. We'll put the link at the top of the thread as everybody loads in. If you didn't get it yesterday, you can get it today, yeah? And I'm going to go through it again and explain it. And so we begin. Let us breathe. I never understand how you all breathe and type, but okay. Take a long, deep inhale. And a slow, complete exhale. It's conscious breathing. Conscious breathing. We do it so that it has an effect on our mind, body, and spirit. We do it so that we can ease stress. We do it so that we can improve our sleep patterns. We do it because not only does it influence our overall well-being, it reminds us of our connection to the Creator. Come on, breathe. And when you breathe fully, it just oxygenates your entire being in your body. Slow, complete inhale. Slow, complete exhale. And as we breathe together, let us set an intention to defy anything and everything that would challenge our right and capacity to breathe fully and freely every day. We defy it. We don't have to call it anything. We defy it. We are standing in the fullness of the truth of who we are. And that begins with breath. We refuse, come on, refuse to give up your right to breathe, your capacity to breathe, the freedom of breath. Take an inhale. And then exhale. And just settle in the moment. Settle in the moment. I know you're there. You're typing. That means you ain't breathing. Come on, type. Not type, breathe. Join with me right now. This is very important. Let us send love, light, and healing energy to all of the youngins whose graduations have been interrupted. The kindergartners, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college grads. Let us send them light and energy so that their hearts and minds will move into a place of acceptance. Let's love on the babies today so that they'll feel at peace. And let us send light and love and energetic congratulations to them And to those who are completing nursing school, medical school, dental school, law school, all trade schools, and they can't celebrate. As we are joined here, mind to mind, heart to heart, let us celebrate them for the sacrifices they've made, for the investments they've made, for the support of their family, for the time and the energy that they've spent studying and preparing to serve others. And they can't celebrate it. But because we are all connected through our hearts, we are powerful. Yeah? And we call forth the violet transmuting flame, universal healing energy, to neutralize and transmute any energy of disappointment, of regret, of sadness, of sorrow with the babies or the professional graduates, because they will not have a public celebration, a public acknowledgement. Let us celebrate them in spirit with our energy. We acknowledge you. We congratulate you. We celebrate you. And we breathe. Come on, breathe. Join me in placing your hand over your heart. And you can repeat these words silently or aloud with the intention that regardless of where they're graduating from, regardless of their age or their location, wherever they are, in the experience of completion, that the energy of these words will touch their hearts. May you know peace. May you receive the energy of this healing light. May you receive the energy of honor and celebration. And we breathe. And we breathe. Just for a moment, just sit for a moment and celebrate them. All the babies and the nursing school grads and the law school grads and the dental grads and the associate degrees and the master's degrees. They're so sad, but we're sending them energy. We're letting them know we celebrate you. We see you. We see you. And we know. And we know what you've done. So let us just send out. Thank you from the Mohawk Nation. Thank you. We're going to celebrate them today in our hearts. Yeah? And it's just the reset. Okay, good. Good morning. Happy Saturday. And our inspirational reading today comes from The Way of Mastery by the Shinto Christo Foundation. We've been here before. And I am reading from Call for Assistance to Dissolve Fears. And it is written, rest assured, you are not alone. In any moment, you need only call upon me, and I am with you. And I do not come alone. For some of you, then, we would highly suggest that in those moments when you feel like you need a little help, when fear seems to be coming up, but you know you must move forward anyway, whatever it be, whatever you think you are fearing, simply say, legions of angels and masters and friends of God, whose number is infinite beyond comprehension, you are sent directly from God to assist me over this ditch. Come now, because I declare it and I receive it, therefore it is. She that releases the world becomes creator. He that releases fear remembers love. She that embodies forgiveness lives in peace. And he that relinquishes control knows perfect trust. The awakened mind that has not surrendered the not called I, that has surrendered the not called I, rests in unlimitlessness, forever in perfect communion with all creation and its source. And that union never ceases. It merely expands and extends as life comes forth, creation comes forth, extending the good, the holy, and the beautiful. The way of mastering. Now, consider this affirmation. I'm looking over here because Billy has been a little slow. You know, Billy is the turtle. And they won't see amphibians at the PetSmart. That ain't essential. So I'm just going to watch him today. He's been moving a little slow. Anyway, consider this affirmation and repeat it often throughout the day, okay? I am choosing to enter the way of transformation. Yeah. I am choosing to surrender control. Yeah. I am the one in union with my Creator, my source. I remain in perfect peace. I want to run that by you again, okay? Listen to this. I am choosing to enter the way of transformation. I am one choosing to surrender control. I am the one in union with my Creator, my source. I remain in perfect peace. And we breathe. Well, welcome to Send It Up Saturday. Today is Sacred Saturday, the day before Easter in the Christian faith. And today is the third day of Passover in the Jewish faith. And for those who are of a little more universal mindset, today is a day of preparation for a rebirth for all of us. We are at the precipice, at the door of a very high energy, an internal transformation. You see, Easter represents the resurrection. Passover represents the liberation. This time, these high holy days represent the process of rebirth, dying to the old self, the old way of being, in order to be reborn, resurrected in a spiritual sense. Regardless of your faith walk, or even the lack of one, this time can be utilized for anyone inclined to live a more fulfilling life. So here on Send It Up Saturday, we're going to use the energy of this day to release, to call in, to surrender, to transform, to change, so that we will experience a spiritual renewal, a mental renewal, an emotional renewal in our minds and hearts, or liberation from something that has been holding us down, or a rebirth in faith, trust, hope, love, whatever it is that we need at this time. Send It Up Saturday. On this Saturday, this day, this sacred time, we're going to send up our prayers for what we are releasing, prayers for what we desire, prayers for healing, prayers for guidance. You know, you don't always have to be asking for something in a prayer. We're going to send it up in this sacred energy that's present on the planet right now. You know, the virus is not the only thing that's going on. There is holiness, there is sacredness, there is love, there is joy. Our reading today said, rest assured you are not alone. In any moment, you need only call upon me, and I am with you, and I don't come alone. So, this means we are surrounded right now, not only by prayers of millions and millions of people that are being uttered today, from one end of the planet to the other. We are not only surrounded by the sacred ceremonies and the meals that are being prepared today, and let us not forget the moon is now full, it's going down. We're also surrounded by angels and masters and teachers and, yes, our ancestors whose energy is alive in our blood. So on this Send It Up Saturday, we want to tap in to the energy of liberation, resurrection, and rebirth. Okay? Now, before you start typing, come on, this is sacred. So take a moment to just get still. Let's take a moment to bring ourselves into alignment with the sacredness of the energy that is present on the planet. Let us breathe and settle. Let us come present to this right now moment of the fullness of our breath, knowing that it is our connection to Source, Creator, God, the Absolute. Settle in the moment. Breathe and settle. Breathe and align. Liberation from the past, from pain, from fear, from sorrow, from disappointment, from shame, from guilt, from regret, from remorse, from bitterness. Liberation from loneliness. Liberation from depression. Liberation from forgetting the truth of our being. Liberation. Breathe and settle. Resurrection. Restoration of life. Restoration of faith. Restoration of trust. Restoration of hope. Restoration of courage and strength. Restoration of our connection to our Source, Creator, God, the Absolute. Restoration. Breathe and settle. Rebirth. Revival, reawakening, rebirth of our minds, rebirth of our self-esteem, rebirth of our self-respect, rebirth of our hopes and our dreams, rebirth of relationships, rebirth of families, to be new again, to begin again with faith and hope and love, rebirth. Come on, breathe and settle. Now, without rushing or racing, being fully present to what you are presenting, put it in the thread. What you are seeking to be liberated from. And here's how you're going to do it. I am now liberated from, put it in, and then put thank you. I am now choosing to be liberated from, put it in, and then put thank you. Remember that your I am is powerful, so use it wisely. And when you add gratitude to the power of your I am, you will never be disappointed, ever. Put it in the thread or write it in your journal, okay? I am now liberated from, put it down, and then put thank you. Or, I'm choosing to be liberated from. Choice is power. I'm choosing to be liberated from. Thank you. Here, in this space, you have the minds and the hearts of thousands of others from around the globe breathing with you, holding you, supporting you in your quest for liberation. Come on. You also have millions and millions of megawatts of power, like an electrical current moving through your words. Come on. I am choosing to be liberated from, put it in, thank you. And be mindful of your breath. Breathe deeply and claim your liberation. And then send it up. Come on, send it up. We are sending up our prayers and our desires into the sacredness present on the planet today. Come on. Send it up. Resurrection. Resurrection. If there's anything that has died, anything that you want to resurrect, anything that is dormant, stagnant, anything that you want to elevate, to raise to a higher level, put it in the thread. I am now choosing to resurrect, put it in, thank you. And don't forget to be grateful now. I am calling forth the resurrection of, put it in the thread, thank you. Your I am is powerful. It is creative. Your gratitude moves mountains. Come on. Use your I am and you're thankful to call forth the resurrection of your faith, your true nature, your personal power. Breathe and put it in the thread. I am choosing the resurrection of. No complaining today. No judgments today. No statements of what isn't or shouldn't be. Not today. Today we are lifting up and sending up the desires of our hearts in a very spiritually scientific way. I am now choosing to resurrect. Thank you. Put it in. What are you resurrecting? What are you calling forward? I am calling forth the resurrection of, put it in. Thank you. And everything. Come on, type it. Rebirth. Rebirth. A new way of being. A new way of thinking. A new way of living. Remember, these daily messages are about living beyond the virus. Time and time again, in these days that we've been together, our readings have reminded us that what we do today creates our tomorrow. What we do today creates our tomorrow. What are you birthing today? What are you sending up and out into the universe to be conceived and born by the power of your word? I am claiming the rebirth of, put it in, thank you. I'm choosing the rebirth of, thank you. I'm claiming the renewal of, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I am claiming the renewal of what? Of my mind, of my heart, of my courage, of my faith, the renewal of my faith. I am claiming the renewal of my strength, of my creativity. So many of us are home and we're not using our creativity. I am claiming the renewal of my dream, my renewal of my desire to what? Renewal of my marriage. Come on. Rebirth. A new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of being in the world, in your life, with people, and with yourself, and with your Creator. Claim it. Choose it. Call it in. Send it up. Liberation. What are you releasing today? From whom or what are you claiming your liberation? I'm claiming my liberation from overeating, depression, loneliness, bitterness, anger. I'm choosing to be liberated from. Thank you. The angels are waiting. Come on, they're waiting to serve and support you. Your mind is a powerful force. Your I am is creative. Liberation, resurrection, rebirth. Send it up on this sacred, holy Saturday. I'm not reading it because that's your personal stuff between you and the Creator. But put it in. Use these megawatts. Use this energy. Use it with everybody. You know, every holy book that I know says this: where two or more gathered. There are thousands of us gathered here. Thousands of us gathered here. What are you resurrecting? Don't forget your thank you. Don't forget your thank you. What are you renewing? What are you birthing? What are you being liberated from? That's between you and the universe. People you don't even know are praying today. Get in that energy. Come on. People are singing today. Get in that energy. They are preparing. And we are preparing to live beyond the virus, to live beyond it. It's not the only thing going on. Yeah. Come on, breathe. Yes, 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 yes. I stand with you. I touch and agree with you. I'm not reading it because it's your personal business. Don't forget your thank you. Don't forget your thank you. Please, don't forget your thank you. Put your thank you on there. Yeah, gratitude. Gratitude creates. Here we go. Send it up Saturday. Send it up Saturday. Send it up Saturday. Use your I am. Use your thankful. Yes. Good. Right. Come on. Rebirth of my purpose. Renewal of faith in my purpose. Thank you. Resurrection of my drive, of my motivation, of my inspiration to live on purpose. Thank you. Resurrection of my self-care. Okay? It don't have to be big. Resurrection of my self-control. Renewal. Yeah. Come on this sacred Saturday, Send It Up Saturday, sending up our prayers, our requests, our desires, and our claim for freedom. Liberation, liberation, liberation. Yeah, this is radical stuff here that we're doing. I know it seems simple. This is radical. Okay? Because so many of us are taught to hide in the corner and whisper our prayers or kneel on the floor. Come on, we're putting it right out here on these megawatts of energy. Send It Up Saturday. We're taking the basic scriptures to the next level, and we're supporting each other. Don't forget to say thank you. Thank you. Whoever you're thanking. Thank the Lord. You thank Jesus. You thank Buddha. You thank the source. You thank Goddess. You thank Mother. It's up to you. That's your faith walk, okay? How about liberation from doubt? How about that? How about liberation from fear? How about liberation from judgment and criticism? How about liberation from that? Remember our reading said that the only thing you experience in your life is what you hold in your heart. The sacred yes, Deborah Johnson. We can't have peace on earth until we have peace in our hearts. And so many of us, how about liberation from bitterness? How about liberation from unforgiveness? Thank you. How about liberation from seeing the glass half empty? Thank you. How about that? Yeah? I'm breathing for us. Okay? Now, you can continue this for the rest of the day. You don't have to put it in this thread. You can put it in your journal. You can hold it in your mind. But this is Sacred Saturday. So I really want you to get into this energy. Find some stillness today, you know. And as you complete here in the thread, just breathe. Yeah, just be present. Let the energy settle in your mind. Yeah. Yes. Listen, for the children today, I invite and encourage you to let them write out their prayers, their hopes and their dreams. What are they hoping for? There's things that they want, things that they desire. What are they seeking for themselves? How do they see their life? Now, they may not be having a graduation, or they may not be ready to graduate, but their lives are moving forward. Let's get them up out of the energy of the virus. Teach them to pray today. Encourage them to document their dreams, not just on the vision board, but maybe they can speak their hopes and dreams to you, and you can write them down for them. It's a simple question. If you could have anything in the world, what would you have? And if you could do anything in the world, invite them to just close their eyes and imagine. Yeah? And for the big people, for you big people, I invite and encourage you today to listen to the Spiritual Feast meditation, specifically the tracks on grace, joy, and peace. Now, if you didn't download it or you haven't listened to it, my team will put the Spiritual Feast link at the top of the page. And when you see it there, please click on where it says see more, so that all of the links will be there. We'll put the prosperity link there, and we'll put the Spiritual Feast there. So if you haven't listened to it, today is a perfect day. It's sacredness. Don't be rushing around, running around. You got time for that. Fill your mind with good vibrations today, good energy today, and get ready for personal liberation, mental resurrection, and spiritual rebirth. Come on, somebody. Today is Send It Up Saturday. So let's keep the energy, let's keep the consciousness elevated today. No fighting, no arguing, just pray. No giveaways today, no giftaways, no. We'll resume that next week. This energy is too sacred, too precious. Let's not waste this. Yeah, come on. I'm claiming. Yeah, claiming liberation from a mortgage. How about that? I'm claiming liberation from fear of money. I'm claiming liberation from my money story. I'm claiming liberation from my money fears. Yeah? And with that in mind, I want to remind you and invite you to join me and Tina Lifford tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for Love from a Distance with our special guest, Susie Orman. Susie Orman, and she's going to help us get our money consciousness in order. Not just about now, which is about lack, but also what we need to do moving forward. So now you need to register, and we'll put that link at the top of the page also. If you register, please attend. And if you don't know if you can attend, wait to register. Okay? For our closing today, I'm reading from a book. This is another classic. I always hear that little beeping in the tape. You know what that is? That's my coffee pot. It always goes off and it lets me know it's time to end. Okay? I'm reading from a book called Your Needs Met. Your Needs Met by Jack and Cornelia Addington, two great, great ministers and teachers. All right? And this is our reading for today. Practicing the presence. Okay? God is always available to me, the God of your understanding. All right? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. I love that psalm. That's Psalm 139. Listen, listen. In my foolishness, I thought I had become separated from the goodness of God within me. Now, I know this could not be possible. I think, therefore, I am part of the infinite mind. I live, therefore, I am part of the infinite life of God. Even my false negative thinking cannot separate me from the truth of my own being. Everywhere I go, thou art there. God is always available to me as infinite goodness, the love that will not let me go. Today, I accept more of the presence of God in my thinking, knowing that the measure of goodness I can accept in my inner experience, come on now, becomes the measure of goodness outpictured in my outer experience. You see, you sending it up? That's the inner experience. It must become outpictured in your external experience because that's the law. God is all in all, everywhere present. I can never be separated from God for a single instant. Now, I'm saying God, if you say Lord, if you say Buddha, if you say Allah, if you say Muhammad, if you say Orisha, if you say Obosum, if you say Loa, whatever you say, the Great Spirit, Takashila, Wankamtanka, whatever you say, Olodumare, whatever you call it, Jesus the Christ, Lord, don't get caught up in the words. God is all in all, everywhere present. I can never be separated from God for a single instant. I am a divine, perfect, spiritual being, uncontaminated by lack, sickness, or mental confusion. I am an idea in the mind of God, and God is thinking into expression right now. Ooh. Thoughts of peace and not evil give me an expected end. My awareness of the presence of God in my mind and heart is my answer to every problem in the valleys and on the mountaintops. Thou art there, and so it is. That right there, okay? Your Needs Met. This is a classic, a spiritual classic. And remember, published in 1973. Remember, I said don't go out and run and buy all these books unless you just want to. I'm trying to help us manage our resources. So I'm putting together a document with every day, with the readings, with the statement, with the lesson, so that you can have it in one place. And I told you, unfortunately, not unfortunately, because I have to have it created and downloaded and technically whatever we have to do to it, I have to charge you for it, okay? So tomorrow, Love from a Distance, 7 p.m., be sure to register. And remember that Monday is Mindful Monday. Monday is a teaching day. So be sure to have your notebook and your pen. I'm going to go to the next level of what I started in the spiritual spa this month. In the spiritual spa, we did self-love, self-respect, and self-esteem. And on Monday, I'm going to do a treatise on self-value and self-worth that grow out of love, respect, and esteem, okay? Send it up Saturday. Stay in the sacred energy. Stay in the sacred energy today. Stay in the sacred energy today. If you created a sacred space in your house, spend some time there. Walk outside today. People are praying. Get in that energy for resurrection, liberation, resurrection, and rebirth. Deep bow. Deep, deep bow. Have a blessed and sacred, creative day filled with love and gratitude. I love you today. Bye.